As with all of our lists, we limit our picks to only 2 entries per franchise. We do not include remasters or ports because they already had their time. However, remakes are fair game. DLC will be discussed if available, but will not influence slot placement. Also, if we have not played a game, we can't evaluate it fairly, so if we left out your favorite game, that's probably why.
What is up, everybody? Brotrio here, and we're back, finally, to a normal schedule.
Yeah.
The weeks leading up to E3, we were doing a lot of E3 stuff, so we negated our top 10s and did a few rant and raves still, but top 10s, it's been a while. So,
Yeah.
we're bringing it back with the top 5 Xbox games, because we didn't have an Xbox for long before the 360 came out, and it barely worked.
Yeah.
So
and we only had like 5 games.
Yeah, we really did.
So we didn't buy anymore because the Xbox barely worked because we got it used and it sucked and it would crash all the time. But anyway, that's why there's only 5 this time. So here are our top 5 games for the original Xbox. Kicking off our list with Ninja Gaiden. The game's hard as balls. That's
It summed up, basically.
Yeah, it's badass, it's fast paced, Ryu Hayabusa's awesome, and that game is gonna kick the shit out of you. That's
It's one of the harder games I've ever played, and it's
Yeah.
also one of the fastest games I've ever played,
Yeah.
because the action is just so fast and fluid, and you're just killing demons and everything, and being a ninja, it's awesome.
It's nuts. Yeah. It's insanely difficult and insanely fun. And it's one of the few good ninja games where you ain't sneaking or nothing.
Next on the list is a game that is almost synonymous with Xbox at this point. The original, the one that redefined the first-person shooter, the original Halo Combat Evolved, was spectacular.
Definitely one of the more revolutionary games on the console.
Yes.
It was a landmark title.
Hell, probably the most revolutionary game on that console.
It had one of the better campaigns of the Halo franchise. And, I mean, it started the fight with the Covenant, introduced us to Master Chief, and just got everyone used to shooting in first person. I guess you would say the only caveat for the original Halo is that it did not have online multiplayer, but that wasn't really a thing at that time. But the multiplayer was really fun, got everybody used to shooting each other and killing each other. And, I mean, it introduced us all to Blood Gulch, and that's been a standout ever since.
Arguably the best Star Wars game ever made in a long line of Star Wars games that range from decent to bad. Knights of the Old Republic was just badass. It was one of BioWare's first forays into anything like that. I may have been the first. I haven't looked into it, but it really put BioWare on the map. And, you know, some of the combat can be a little weird and clunky, especially nowadays. It didn't age super well, but it's still a great time and had a fantastic original Star Wars story to tell. And one of the biggest truth bomb, ridiculous plot twists in any video game ever made. It was awesome, and you made your own lightsaber. What else do you need from a Star Wars game? You made your own lightsaber, and it was so much fun. It was great. I need to play it again. It's so fantastic. They need to remake it. Do it.
The game that introduced me to dual wielding, Halo 2, did everything good that Halo 1 did, but just was way better at it.
Dumbed down the pistol, but that's okay.
Yeah, a little bit. That pistol was basically a sniper rifle.
Yeah.
But they replaced it with dual-wielding needlers.
Yeah, dual-wielding needlers.
Oh my gosh.
The flurry of pink was one of the best and worst ways to die. But it brought in online, did a way bigger and more divisive story because of the whole Arbiter thing.
I love the Arbiter.
Yeah, me too. I thought it was cool.
A lot of people
You
didn't
can
like
cloak
that.
and you have an energy sword half the time. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Energy sword is always good in Halo, but
They introduced that too. Energy sword.
oh yeah,
Forgot about
it is.
that. That
Well,
was
in the
That's
first
right.
one.
That's right.
even when it was all weird looking and not the energy sword we know and love.
Yeah, I'm talking about that particular one.
Halo 2 definitely evolved the combat from its predecessor, and we loved it all the more for it.
Now, normally a game that promised it would be everything and wasn't would be disappointing. But in the case of Fable 1, it promised to be everything and was about half of everything to be promised. So it ended up being pretty amazing.
Oh yeah.
Fable 1, it's just great. You're just using will. The whole will system was very cool. I mean, you could zap people with level 4 lightning and pop their heads off. You could choose to be good or evil, which was one of the first instances of that in a game. It actually had real consequences. Like, I mean, there weren't too many good missions or bad missions. There was the Protect Orchard Farm or Siege Orchard Farm, and then there was the Protect the Hangman or Bust Out the Hangman. And I mean, there weren't too many of those, but you got cosmetic differences if you were evil or good. You could get a halo, or you could get smelly flies and horns.
I mean, like, it was just charming as hell.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
With, like, the super, like, trash British
Super
speech.
cocky people. Hello, chicken chaser.
You chase chickens. And, like, that's not a bad impression that we just did of
it's not.
Halo, not Halo, Fable NPCs. It's just, it was charming, and
Yeah, and there was
it was really good.
If so much to do.
It was really good if you just kind of like bought it one day and didn't know that much about it like we did. So
Yeah.
we didn't have all the expectations of like everything Molyneux said about planting trees or whatever. And yeah,
Fable was great, and I just loved slaughtering an entire village, buying their house, and putting it up for rent. It's one of my favorite things to do. Hey, thanks for watching. Did you like the video? Why don't you hit that like and subscribe button? It really helps us grow the channel. And don't forget to ring that bell to join our notification squad. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I put the links in the description just to make it easier for you to get to. And we will catch you next time for the next video from the Bro Trio.